for your Houston Rockets. Starting at power forward, standing 6'8", number 55, Brandon Clarke. The forward position at 6'6", number 21. At the shooting guard position at 6'3", number 3. At the other guard position at 6'3", number 7. Standing 6'11", number 42. The head coach for your Houston Rockets is Stephen Silas. Once again, your Houston Rockets.
It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. D.A., take it away.
Well, Kevin, we know the game's changing, and Steve Kerr says, I'm amazed by the skill level of today's players. But the little things, getting back in transition, boxing out, they aren't as locked in. Most of them didn't have a high school and college coach yelling at them for 8 straight years. So, it's a different world. Guys?
Good perspective from Steve Kerr. D.A., thank you. While we get a break, let's now take a look at the October standings out east. You look at the Nets, off to a great start this season, currently in second.
And right now for Brooklyn, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
So the Nets starting 5. And for Houston, we've got Carter. King is out there with Morant. Then it's Brandon Clarke. And it's Pena in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And every year, Doris, more terrific players coming into the NBA. How good a position do you think the league is in right now as far as talent is concerned?
I mean, a great position, to be honest with you, Kevin. The players, arguably, to me, are more skilled and more athletic than ever. The global reach of the game means that competition for an NBA spot on a roster is fiercer than ever.
Morant outside. Shoots a fader. Count that. Bucket.
Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
From 18 feet away. Nice jump shot. Good.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance. Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Kicks to Thomas. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Misses the easy stuff. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
That one goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
King, right side. Baseline J on the way. And Houston again with the bucket.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Bangs home the trifecta. He has 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Morant passes to Pena. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here's Achua. Coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Oh, that's how you power that one down, young fella.
He went hard to the hoop and did not disappoint when he got there. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. He can't get it to go.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
At 6'11", with his passing skills, Simmons will always find the open man.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. 6 on the shot clock. And that one, good. Morant's got 6.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Goes up from the top of the key. Here's Simmons. And he can't jam it through. And so the first quarter is in the books. Rockets ahead. They lead by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also. And a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Smart is out there with Brown. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Hayes.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
Oh!
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And Brooklyn has possession. The Rockets making the shot. Here's Hayes. Again, the Nets for 2.
Boy, not nearly tough enough inside on the defensive end. They made that all too easy for him.
Here's King. And that one goes long. Brooklyn trailing. Tries it from 19. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Takes it inside. And that one is hammered home.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the side.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's Hayes, following the score by Houston. It's held in by Diallo.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
King with it, picked up by Brown. Puts it up. That one doesn't go. The Nets go the other way with it. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And this game will be half of the contest they'll play against each other this year.
It's an interesting matchup. Two teams that don't know each other all that well, separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early. Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Here's Hayes, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
Shoots it up, and he hits the jump shot. Kings got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Here's Smart. Tries again, and the layup good by Brown.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And it's Hayes in the corner. The 19-foot shot, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. 7 points in the game.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Steps back and fires. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
King, the pass to Şengün. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas.
Halftime is here. And what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front?
This is huge for them. Giannis Antetokounmpo is a true generational talent. And the best part is he's only getting better season to season. Expect him to have an instant impact on both ends.
And now checking back in with the Houston Rockets. The matchup pretty even-steven, as they say, in the first half.
They came out as the more physical team tonight. You could tell they put an emphasis on winning the battle of the boards. All of these bodies crashing the glass has given them a physical and a middle edge, Ernie.
And that's our halftime show, thanks to the Big Diesel.
Well, thank you, Gomer Powell.
Well, does that make me the sergeant? I got to get the order around here, Ernie.
Shaq, where were you going with Gomer Pyle?
I don't know, Ernie. Is that a good accent or not? Probably not.
Shazam, Shazam!
That's a good one.
Never a dull moment, folks. We'll see you later.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion. What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season, and I know they would love to have a team back in the great Northwest.
They've got King, Carter out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Morant, and it's Pena in at the 5 down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. King's shot is off. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting well, 50% from the floor. He lobs it up, and it's all evened up.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Pena. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Precious Achiuwa.
It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
First team foul.
Houston shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And he makes the first. good on both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Crafty move. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Achua's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Carter dishes to Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 8.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
A 3. King, that's good. And now a 5-point Rocket lead.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
At this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. In third, the Rockets.
Well, you have to like the way they moved the ball last season. Guys were passing it around unselfishly. That was reflected in their assist totals.
Houston leading by 3. Morant scanning the floor. Takes the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Nets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Hayes the pass to Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up with some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And the Nets with possession here. The Rockets making the shot. And yes, it's good. He has 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And that one's good, Morant. And the Rockets lead by 3.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And there's the drive. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Morant outside. With the drive. Over Hayes. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Rockets ahead, up by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Ben Simmons is out there with Johnson. Then there's Hayes. And then there's Precious Achiuwa.
You know, they work the ball into ideal position there to get the high-quality look.
Nets trail by 3. It's deflected. Morant left side. Here's Pena. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
A floater. No good on that one. Rockets leading by 6. Going inside.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Pass to Achiuwa. Out to the right wing. Here's Hayes. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Rockets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Pena passes to Diallo. Off target from three-point range. Nets trail by 6. Pass to Simmons. Teardrop shot, and he lays it up and in.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Pena, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Second personal foul. First team.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Kings checked in for Houston. And the Nets also making a change. Thomas is checked in. The pass to Simmons. Inside, Hayes. The basket good on the assist from Simmons. That's now 8 points for Killian Hayes.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Offensive rebound. Morant passes to Pena. Now here's King. He's guarded closely.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found the hole of the D and went straight to the rim.
At the line for 1.
Free throw good, Thomas. A steal. Got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Looking to get stops late. That kind of defense ain't gonna cut it.
That's unacceptable. The hustle and focus on that end is not there for either side.
The Nets working the ball around now. Dishes it to Simmons. To the inside.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And it's Houston's ball, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Second team foul. At the line for Houston. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
From deep. Achua, no good. And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Team foul. At the line for your Rockets. At the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. So we see the Rockets get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Ault, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in as we leave you with the New Balance Player of the Game.
Tavis.